Welcome back to the Untersee, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marcus Aurelius, and this is the third and final Stoic Plays showcase of the Zubmariner expansion pack to Sunless Sea by Failbetter Games. And we are at the Salt Lions, and we can, since we have some money, purchase some rubble and transport it over. We need 200 Echo. We're going to do that. And apparently, though, we don't have enough space. We need to get rid of 10 something. Dang it. That's no good. Oh well. I hate wasting the fuel like that, but we'll make our money back. But because we're so low on fuel, we have to head back quickly. It's not too far, and on the way there, we'll stop at Pigmote Isle and Quaker's Haven. That way we'll pick up some port reports and some money. Ooh, don't want to fight the giant crab. Okay, we have to head a little bit south now. It's got to be an interesting sight. You're sailing around in this underground ocean with caverns on top, and you see this giant crab with its big mandibles kind of off the bow. Is that the right word? The bow of the ship? Crazy life. Crazy life. Let's go see how our little cavy friends are doing. Cavy apparently is the British word for guinea pig. And we sided with them in their war against the rats. Let's see. Hail Cavia. Help Cavia resolve a dilemma. Sure. What's going on? Okay, the rat's wine is in high demand, hairless advisor. So I can recommend prohibition. Or I can recommend turning a blind eye. And last time, I recommended turning a blind eye, but civilization lowered, so let's recommend prohibition this time. A sober workforce is a harder working workforce, probably not a happier one. So they lost 1 spirit, but they're at 4, which is okay. But we gained 1 civilization. And we got 50 fragments. I don't... Mushroom, that's probably worth a lot. It's probably worth more than... Fuel's only worth 10. And we're close to home, so I guess we can get rid of the fuel. Although wasting this fuel is driving me a little batty. Let's, Scintillax are actually kind of expensive. I think it costs more than you get for selling them. We could visit the rat ghetto, which I'm going to do, because you can raise the spirit, which I lowered, by 2 fuel. And now their spirit is back up to 5 content. Ooh, I've got a cache of curiosities. I've gained a tale of terror. Interesting. It's just an interesting... Doesn't really make a lot of sense, but okay. I would have preferred some supplies or fuel or money. But hey, whatever. And let's compile a port report. And let's get on out of here. It wouldn't be too far to go to the Shepherd Isles and the Abbey Rock, but nah. I feel like I might not have enough fuel. We've really kind of gone overboard with the fuel. So let's just head back to the west. We will, however, stop at Mutton Island. $57 terror, not that bad. In fact, let's lower the lights to save fuel a bit. We can get our terror up to 70 or so, and it won't make too big of a difference. Or maybe not. Sailors at the rail call softly. Something swims beneath the ship. I saw it looking up at us, one says, his voice a tremble. Well, then let's catch it. Nope. Let's not look. And they lost terror. Alright, cool. I would have liked to have caught it, but 44% is not a good chance, in my opinion. Alright, Quaker's Haven. Pulling into port. Where are we at? 58. Home waters. Is there something in the air today? A restless breeze? The ship slides into the dock. Has something changed on Mutton Island? Where is everyone? You peer through a black window. You see a table laid with silver cutlery and ashes white in the hearth. The rug is crumpled untidily. A solitary boot lies on it. Singing rises from the Cock and Magpie, raucous, rustic voices accompanied by a jangling piano. The Man in the Well is a popular ditty in these parts, but you've rarely heard it performed with such gusto. Let's visit the Cock and Magpie. As you enter, the singing stops. The locals, crammed into the crooked tap room, turn to look at you. A table creaks beneath a lavish spread, bowls of plump ivory beans and peas as big as bullets, golden potatoes crunchy with fat, a vast roasting dish in which a human carcass, trussed neatly with twine, sizzles in its juices. A custodial chef carves it like a Sunday roast. Ah, he says, lifting his knife. Regrettable timing. Capture them, brothers and sisters. We'll string them in the well in anticipation of less fortunate times. Well, I am a cannibal, which isn't a good thing. I wasn't trying to be a cannibal. It just happened. But I don't want to become more of a cannibal. So we're just going to run for it. We might lose some crew. We're probably going to lose the challenge, but we'll see what happens. Before you're out of the pub, a solemn stoker goes down under a gaggle of mutton-chopped villagers. As you race through the twisting streets, a second troop of locals descend from a well atop the hill. They are clad in white smocks and carry candles. They catch you in the flank, and you lose a recalcitrant lookout. You are at the jetty when your sprightly deckhand, whose reputation outweighs his ability, oh, a man, finally, falls to an expertly flung fishing net. The rest of you make it back to your ship and out to sea. You're still catching your breath when you spy an Admiralty frigate making for Quaker's Haven. Perhaps you weren't the first to escape the island. Well, we lost 3 crew. That stinks. And we gained 3 tales of terror and an intriguing snippet. And there is now a blockade. Mutton Island is under quarantine, a wan lookout calls in a shaky voice. Until such time as proper manners and appetites are restored, you'll find no welcome here. But we did get a port report, which is what we were coming for. All right. I don't want to have to fight the crab. It's not really worth it. He'll do a little bit of damage to my ship, and I'll get either some supplies or some knowledge from dissecting him. Neither of which is really that important to me. He is, however, preventing us from turning to the left. Alright, here we go. So, a bunch of cannibals. And I defeated my own propensity toward cannibalism. It really wasn't my fault. It was just I went to this church and they're having a mass. So I just went to the mass and all of a sudden became a cannibal. If I'd have known that was going to happen, I wouldn't have done it. In fact, there was another thing to do, which would have definitely made you a cannibal, and I avoided that on purpose. So it was kind of tricky. Now I can go back there and renounce cannibalism, but I need more, like, iron or something. We're at 61. That's not very high at all. Alright, let's see what we got. Yep, terror reduced. Okay, so like, where do I sell this stuff? Not here. Deliver the Sphinx Stone. There we go. 500 echo. So I made a profit of 300 echo. And I lost 2 terror. Excellent. Which is good. We have some money because we're going to need more crew. And I've gained 2. That's enough. A new recruit. What do we got? The brisk campaigner. We already have a full things. The haunted doctor. Okay, this will increase my crew by 1, sure. So I lost 1 terror, gained 1 crew, lost 5 echo. Yeah, that's fine. I like it. Alarming scholar. Offer him an intriguing snippet. 50 echo. Ooh, those are worth a lot. Now, I'm not going to give him my Memories of Distant Shore or my Z story. You can actually buy things with Z stories. I got to find a way to reliably get them. Let's go to the Admiralty. And, ooh, speak of moves in the Great Game. No, I'm going to hold on to that, just because there might be a time when I could use that for better purpose. Or if I get totally broke. Let's get some fuel. And do I get more money for talking about their... Ah, Mutton Island's our problem now. I'm sure order will be restored in due course. I'm sure it will. Alright. I still don't have 1,000 though, so I can't buy a better house. And unfortunately... Yeah, I can't even talk to the kid until I improve my lodging. So let's just buy some fuel. It was worth it, I guess. It was worth it throwing overboard the fuel, but I still feel bad about it. But this costs 150, and then this is going to cost 7 times 20, so 140. So it ends up I'm spending pretty much everything I made anyway. That's a shame. But we still have 465. I think that's more than when we started. But we have things to sell, I think. I guess I could sell the Mooter Salt. I noticed that you can't actually buy it in Wither, like it says you can. So, the guy wants 7 of it, but... Ooh, the Mushroom Wine. 20. I have 2 of those. I wonder if there's anything I could use it for. Well, it only costs 1 more pound than you can sell it for, so I can always get more. What's something that they really want here, actually? Nothing, really. Well, I suppose that makes sense. There wouldn't be anything here that you could sell for a higher price than you could buy it for. What I really have to compare is what they buy it for here versus what I could buy it for other places. But... Alright, let's sell it. Why not? I'd rather have the money. Now, I could improve my ship. Ammunition for torpedo salvos. So I can get a better... Like right now I have the Lead Beater and Stain Rod reconditioned frigate surplus deck gun Mark II. And I can get the Sea Worm. Hull damage plus 24, life damage plus 24. That's a big difference for only 100 pounds. Or I can get this one. Hull damage plus 14, hull damage plus 12. These are actually They're more expensive, but they don't do as much. Warm-up time 4. Crew damage 1. So this actually does... Oh, that's why. This costs 1 torpedo unit per use. So it won't last forever. So I'd rather not do that. Wow, this one, the Majesty. Front-mounted pure cannon, 300. That'll keep me alive in trying times. I mean, why not? When the other ones are just 200, right? For 14, life damage 22, crew damage 2. 22, 22. For an extra 100 pounds. 22, 22, 1. But it's the same price. Why would you... Oh, I get it, because this one is an aft weapon. All I need really is a forward weapon. If I sell this, I'll get 10. Oh, why not? Which one did I want again? I think it was the Majesty. Yes. Oh, don't even tell me. Don't even tell me that I can't use it. Oh man, that was just a huge waste of money. So why can't I? Why can't I use a forward? So what was the other one that I sold? That is a bummer. Stupid, stupid Marcus. I basically lose 150. Might as well just hold on to it. I should have paid attention to this. This is a deck weapon. That's what I need, is a deck weapon. Like this one here. For 200. Slight improvement. Or this guy here. 500. Huh. Well, that stinks. I can get this one back for 50. So I just lost 40, basically. And I'm gonna take my 150 loss here. If I hold on to it, I'm gonna have to upgrade my ship before I can even use this. So much for that. I just lost 150 echoes for being stupid. It happens. It happens. So let's try to get some of those echoes back, huh? What's the plan? What's the plan? We can hit up Mutton Island. We can hit up the Cumain Canal, go to Abbey Rock, and then down to Port Carnelian, and check out this place here. So I'll do all that off camera, and then when we get to this place, I'll bring us back so that you can see it. And that'll be our final bit of Zubmariner footage. See you then. Alright folks, we're back. We are in the Mangrove College, which is sort of near to where we were going, but I wanted to try this out because this is the reason why I bought the Foxfire candles. It's to go into the Wispways. The swamps around the village are full of mud, crocodiles, and vegetable treasures, including the notorious parasite called solace fruit. The fogs, I should say, and spreading branches occlude all light. Let's check it out. You can leave at any time, but if you get in far enough, you'll generally find something interesting. So I've lost 1 candle and 1 supply. Ooh. Narrow waterways and quaggy paths, marsh lights and mud. Now and then, parasynthetic mosses like shaggy curtains. Now and then, a questing tentacle. Each event will take you further into the swamp. Go deep enough and you'll find something interesting. I'm not going to do it. 42%. This is something you need to do later in the game when you have a much more skilled. So, unfortunately I gained a terror, but nothing bad happened to me. To make up for it though, let's eat, drink, and be merry. Or we could gather supplies. Now let's eat, drink, and be merry. We've lost 10 terror. Awesome. We also picked up a guy, and he also wants to go to Hideaway, which is where the other guy, I think, wants to go to, right? Yeah, we have a checkered character, and he wants to go... It says the principles of Coral, but he actually means Hideaway. I've noticed that they haven't quite edited the text yet to reflect. There's another reason why I'm going to Hideaway, though, isn't there? Something's there. Alright, well, let's get out of here because we are going to go to this place right here, which is where we could use our Submarine. You actually get a lot of supplies here if you were to go with that path. So the Mangrove College is a fun place to go to. Because you figure, if they, I think they give you 4 supplies, and at 20 echoes a pop, that's 80 echoes worth of supplies that you're not having to purchase yourself. Alright, we're almost there. We're getting there. Let's see if we can go into the deep. Ooh. Recurring nightmare. Watched. Let's get rid of the nightmare. You've gained a terror, but you've lost the nightmare, and you've lost a restful night. Why do I keep... If I beat this nightmare, why do I keep getting it back? I don't know. Let's go underground. Or under the waves, I should say. The impolite investigator approaches you, smiling. Now we're safely submerged. I have a question, Captain. I've discovered that several crew members are attracted to you. Would you become intimate with any? If so, who? How would you engage? And why haven't you indulged yet? Since I'm a cannibal, I can eye him hungrily. I'm just going to threaten to keelhaul him. I have a likely lass at home and a child, for goodness sake. I'm not going to be having any affairs with my crew. With a laugh, he asks, "Is that a joke?" A moment passes in silence. His awkward smile turns to fearful grimace, swiftly as if a drop of black wings absinthe had fallen on his tongue. He fumbles a salute and heads back down the hallway. The impolite investigator was distressed by your answer. Okay. Oh, wow. This is cool. It's like a giant sea anemone. Or sea urchin or something. No lie, I went to a Japanese restaurant once and ordered something, and it came on this. Like, this was a living creature with, like, spikes coming out of it, and they put, like, the raw fish, like, on the spikes. It was the weirdest thing. The weirdest thing. And it was, like, moving. Like, it would, like, throb. So it was, like, alive. Oh, there it is. There's the entrance. So that looks like they built something into the urchin. Ooh, I gained a secret. You know what I want is mirrors. Who gives me mirrors? I think this guy does. Yeah, increase your mirrors. 1 secret. Yeah. Let's get more. Captain, my sleep is riddled with dreams, Captain. Dreams of bells and candles. He paces the deck. I see a lonely house lit by tallow and wick. A bell is ringing. It rings now. Do you hear it? He stretches at his sigil, or scratches at his sigil, which has begun to bleed. Do you know this place, Captain? Can I plot a course? He wants to go to the Chapel of Lights. Yes, I need to go there anyways to renounce my cannibalism. We can do that. We can do that later. Whoa, wait a minute. Did I miss this? Guess I wasn't paying attention. Alright, we are in Aigle. The station is pinned to the surface of Aigle. Once it was a roving vessel, the Fortas Kettle, and floated freely from place to place. Now it is stuck on spines of fluke rock. We can bribe the first mate. The crew can't show you around. The first mate keeps the hatch keys. They rarely leave the engine room. I would need a solace fruit, which I do not have. So I'll just get my port report. Okay, whatever. And that's all I can do here until I can bribe the first mate. To do that, I need a solace fruit, which I do not have. Do they have shops? So you can sell mute salt for 2 foxfire candles. Interesting. I can sell my dark drop coffee beans for 44. Let's do that. Fuel is a bit more expensive and supplies are a bit more expensive. Wow, you get 4 memories of a distant shore by selling your solace fruit. Interesting. Alright. Well, that's Igol. Okay. Nice that that one's actually named. Does this one get named up here? The Undercrow. Okay, that did. Great. Alright, folks. Well, that's about it for the showcase. I'm going to head over to Port Carnelian, and that will be the end of this episode and this showcase. But I hope you consider going out and purchasing... You know, I don't actually know if this is a paid DLC or not. I probably should know this. But either way, if it is paid, I think it's worth it. If it's not, and if it's just included, then go out and buy Sunless Sea, because I think this is a fantastic game. Yes, it's not like action-packed, shoot 'em up, but that's cool. I don't really play those kind of games anyway. So I like just the atmosphere, the music, the kind of eeriness of it. It's just the strangeness of the people you meet and what's going on. And it is tough. I mean, I consider it to be pretty tough in the sense that there's all these things that cost a lot of money, and I'm barely just scraping by all the time. But I'm sure if I were to spend some time looking at guides or whatever on the internet, I'd probably learn how to be better at it. Let's surface, because we seem to be close to where we're going. There's like underwater currents which drag you along. That's kind of neat. Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite songs too. I like it so much. Da, 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 da. And as we head into Port Carnelian, I will bid you adieu from the Untersee. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching these episodes and for being around. I appreciate you very much. Have a good one.